Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for January 2023. Happy New Year, Cancer. So we are in the sign of Capricorn and the element is earth. So quite grounding, especially for water signs, Cancer. So let's just see. You are in your 7th house, which is the house of relationships. Now, all sorts of relationships. Intimate ones, close ones, not so close ones. But seeming we're in Capricorn, which is earthy, we should be getting to the nitty-gritty with these relationships one way or the other. Because when we're in earth signs, things tend to be very realistic, and this is how it is. It's very practical. There's nowhere to hide sometimes, Cancer, with earth signs. The energy is the 5 of Wands. So you might feel, yeah, look, this could be a good card actually for the energy. It's like there's a lot of things going on. You feel a bit held back. You've been busy with work, with life, spot fires here, there and everywhere in your life. That maybe your relationships have become a poor third to, what's going on. But this 4 weeks you can be well assured that you will be earthed and you will have to focus on your relationships because they're just as important as everything else. So, don't feel held back. Do something about it and let's just see what's going to come for you in this time, in your house of relationships. Where you are right now. Okay, moral compass time with the Hierophant. He is very much the high priest, really, I suppose, if we're talking in a religious sense. But these days, we have our own spiritual way that we choose to live. And this is the moral compass. So this is personal to you, how things mean to you, what goes well for you, what doesn't go well for you. And following that ethos so that you don't get, swept away by second guessing yourself. It's what you will accept and what you won't accept, basically, in your life. So it's very much another grounding sign. This is the tarot card for the Taurian people, who are the cousins of the Capricorns. So it's very much grounding as well. And it's almost like it's an institution. So, it's how you feel about what is right and what is wrong for you in your life. No, never mind about anyone else. Just what are your boundaries? Okay, so that's very much under the microscope. We'll find out with the influencing card what's influenced this to happen, and in turn will influence the rest of your reading, Cancer. The 8 of Coins, the Master's Apprentice, really. So, the 8 of Coins is a mature card. It's like I said, the Master's Apprentice. It's maybe going back, even if you've been in the relationship for quite a long time, it's kind of rejuvenating it. It's sort of saying, come on, don't let things get stale. Just, fix it up a bit. Do something different with your relationships. Don't let them just go mouldy and just sit there and think, oh, I hate this and I hate that. So 8 of Coins comes through, and again, it's a worker card. So it's like you've got to work at these things. You've got to put in a lot of energy, and I feel like you will be doing with the 8 of Coins because it's important to you, Cancer. And Cancerians are governed by the moon and very much subconscious, they're very intuitive people. So they know when something's off and when it's on. So very much, but they also know they're very much the family people as well. So they like to have everything, sorted. They don't want grey areas, really. Okay, nice card though, but also a good card for the month of January and just planning and what are you going to do this year, all that kind of thing. Adding a bit more value to your life and job or whatever. It's all these things under consideration. Could be even your relationships with the people at work. And they're usually the hardest ones because we wouldn't normally choose them, but we have to learn to work with them. Okay, so let's see what was happening in November, December. And we had the Wheel of Fortune. So destiny's really shining upon you, Cancer. So it's a great card for effort put in and rewards coming out. If you haven't put any effort in, obviously you won't be getting much out, or you'll get nothing out. So you have to start again, more or less. But beautiful Wheel of Fortune. Good luck is coming your way. Expansion. Doing well. So just keep that in mind whilst we go through. So we've got 2 big cards already for you in the reading, which are very fortuitous. They're great for just pushing on ahead and getting to where you want to be. Okay, and destiny-wise too, you may meet somebody that it's just a sudden, or you may have met somebody back in November, December, that's just like, oh, yeah, well, they're there for destiny reasons. They're meant to be there. Okay, so think on. Now we'll see what recent influences. And we have the Fool, yet another big card. So new beginnings, new journeys, new cycle. Starting at 0 again with the tarot, so going to number 22, but big major new energy coming in, a new cycle. So a wonderful card to get, especially because we're going to be in the new year in about 3 days. I think we're away from New Year's Day. Beautiful card. The lesson you'll be learning. The 6 of Cups. So this is very much the family, past life story, all those special people that we're connected to and have been over the years, childhood friends, cousins, all that kind of thing, people that just come back into our lives suddenly and we go, oh my God, where did you come from suddenly? But because we've just celebrated Christmas, it's normal that these people will be sort of in your environment, because this is when we contact people, it's when we remember people, it's when we forgive people, it's all that message of the true meaning of Christmas there. But yeah, so this is very much the lesson. And so maybe you've reconnected with someone from a long time ago and you've rekindled some kind of relationship with them and vowing and promising to keep in contact more regularly. All that sort of nice sort of reconnection with a happy, you know, friends and from a happy time in our young life usually. Okay, let's go and see what's going to happen in the near future. And we have the Queen of Wands, so very much creativity, lots of energy, she's very sort of, you know, says what she thinks, this woman. She gets on with things. She's like a fire, you know, she rips through everything very quickly. Enthuses people, creative, all these kind of things. But then again, she can be a bit brash and say things that you think, oh my God, that was a bit, you know, too direct. But this is the Queen of Wands. So she is, in fact, a fire sign. So when she comes around, you know she means business. So there you go. But creativity very much. And it may be leading you in those directions to sort of strike up or ramp up your creativity for the 2023. Get into it, you know, do things that you want to do, that you love doing. Make things happen for yourself in whichever way that means to you. Okay, let's see what's happening that you're not realising. And we have the beautiful Ace of Swords. So new beginnings out of a trying time, a bothersome time, lots on your mind, sort of really your mind not feeling that clear. But once we get the Ace of Swords, we get clarity. So clarity is definitely coming in for you with relationships and such, they're Cancer. So use all these magnificent cards you've already got to just get through and really step it up for 2023 with all this positive energy. And just, it's about how you react to the world as well. So, and with this, you know, Ace of Swords is saying, come on, you know, troubles are behind you for now, get on with it. You've got clarity. How others see you. 9 of Wands, yes, you're nearly through, you're nearly over the line. You know, it's been a big year, busy year, lots of things going on, lots of fire energy. We've got a couple of Wands energy cards here, so lots been going on. You might be a tad burnt out, but you know that you'll get over the line. We always do, the pressure, but it's good. So use that and know that people know, yeah, she maybe needs a bit of a rest, but you know, we know that she'll get over the line. So that's just the meaning of that card in terms of, yeah, a lot of energy's gone out for you this year. Just recoup a bit, recharge, and off you go again. What you're feeling positive about. Having a bit of a rest. Sitting back and just spectating for a while. You know, you're still in life, you're still doing, but you're just kind of chilling. You're on the sidelines, you're watching the game. You're not in the game. It's an indication too that you need a bit of a rest, and just a little bit of a rest before everything ramps up again. Especially here in Australia, everyone's on their summer holidays. So by beginning of Feb, it's time to get back on the machine and sort of off you go again for another year. But rest, and just chill. Okay, final outcome. And we have the King of Cups, Knight of Cups, sorry. Romance coming in, somebody young, or, you know, it can be an older person who still is quite immature, and there's nothing wrong with that. Coming in, offering you something. Can come in with the flowers and chocolates a bit too heavy, and you think, oh, it's a bit full on. But he is full on because he's looking for love, because for him, love is all encompassing. But then again, you could be the one to sort of say, yeah, well, let's just slow it down a bit. Let's just, you know, relax a bit. Let's not just barge in full steam ahead. Or alternatively, but it is about the House of Relationships, it could be just an offer coming through to you that you're not quite sure of. But you're not quite sure. So don't do anything. But I'll just put another one on underneath that to see what's under the surface of that Knight of Cups. And it's the Six of Coins. So very much a balancing card. So if this indeed is a person coming in, you know, just madly infatuated with you, the Six of Coins is all about that balancing. It's about balancing, giving and taking in equal measure. So if this person comes in a bit full on, you've got to go, oh, hang on a minute, just slow down, give and take. Like, don't just be giving me all this stuff. You know, we need to sort of it needs to be balanced and in harmony. So there you go, learning the give and take. And maybe you are teaching the give and take, as he needs to learn the give and take. So with that, we'll move on to your message. And the message is peace, compassion, forgiveness. These are the real ultimate sources of power for peace and success in life. There you go. By cultivating peace, the profound universal wisdom within you will rise above greed to practice generosity, wisely transform hatred into acceptance, and anger into loving kindness. Your conscious choice to transcend these delusive forces within you will be the moment you experience profound peace. So that's a nice card, especially with relationships. We've got to learn to sort of balance them out and not use the horrible, you know, the negative emotions, you know, just to cloud it. Just be positive. Thank you so much for listening, Cancer. I wish you a wonderful new year, and we'll talk again soon.